Some people will say, no, I beg, I don't fit to. No. It's better that I stay with my own African people that I know very well instead of to mix myself up with the white people. I don't fit for Wala because white people, they are kind of very, very dangerous. Like, seriously? I hope where you from? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing very well and feeling great. So guys, today's video, we want to talk about integration. Yes, very, very, very important. This is one thing that I will say. A lot of us Africa is kind of very, very difficult for us to like break out of our comfort zone. Even if we are no more in our country anymore, we are no more in Africa, but still we still find it very difficult to integrate into the system of the country and get along with how things are. Why? That is, and sometimes, and that is very, very difficult, because trust me, when you are in a country that you don't want to like loosen up a little bit, you don't want to like open up to the system, kind of get to know how things is being done here, get to know what are the rules and regulations, what I should do to make my day-to-day life a little bit easy, and you're just like thinking, no, these white people, they are kind of very dangerous. You don't just mingle with white people because they can be very, very mean. But at the end of the day, trust me, you're no more in Africa. You are in their country. So I believe the population of white people, they are way more than the population of Africa in the country. So why don't you like loosen up and get to know how things are being done? So whatever is your thought, do not forget to leave it in the comment section, because sometimes why is it that it's always very difficult for us to get what we want or live a better life? Because whether black or white, trust me, we deserve a better life. That is what everybody on earth, not some anyway, are working towards, a better life on earth, be able to acquire, to get the basic things that you need at least. But sometimes here in Europe is kind of very, very difficult. And I believe sometimes we are the cause. Sometimes it is our fault. Yeah. How can we be living in a country whereby we don't want to know what is the law? We don't get to know how to speak the language. We don't even want to know what they want, what they forbid you to do, what they don't forbid you to do. For you, as long as you're concerned, it's just like, I'm here to face my life and pursue my life. Yes, you're here to face your life and pursue your life, but don't forget that you are not in your country. You are in a country whereby there are rules and regulations. There is, language to be learned. There's a lot of things that you need to, get into in the proper way before it can be a little bit easy for you. Because trust me, Europe is not easy. Any kind of work that you're doing, it's not easy at all. So yeah, the only way we can like make it a little bit easy in Europe is that when you open yourself, open your heart, you're now in the country, you just open your heart to the country. I want to learn the language, because here almost everybody speaks the language. Without the language, you cannot get a good job. You can't even get a job without the language. People will not, you can't even read what is written because you don't speak the language. That is, the language is a big barrier. The first thing that you should do is open yourself, open your heart, and embrace the language, embrace the culture. In as much as you embrace the environment, 24 hours light, food no be problem, enter bus safe, get ticket, nobody will say come down, in as much as we embrace those freedom that we don't have in our country. But why don't we use the same energy to embrace their culture, the language, the food, their laws, respect it? Why? So integration is very, very important in a country. It just makes your life very easy, because when you learn the language, it just opens doors for you. You have lots of opportunity to be able to get a job, because you can speak and you can hear. When you learn the language, it is kind of a little bit easy for you to read, because you can speak it, you can still read one or two, letters. That brings me to like going to school. When you just bring the word going to school, a lot of people will say, now school I can't go for Europe. Like, what did they go school for? Do I need to go to school at my age? How old are you? Like, school not get age limit. Anybody can. My grandfather can go to school if he wants. There is no age limit that you can't go to school. So we say, at my age, waiting I want to go learn, my head will carry anything again. If you think that you cannot get all those things, you can't go to school, you can't get that basic education for you to be able to like know how to read, know how to write in the language, trust me, if you can't get like that first step, it is going to be very, very difficult. Because that is why sometimes when you go for meeting or you go for like hospital checkup and so on, They will give you paper, or even bank, they will give you paper. Okay, madam, they will come and sign here, sign here. You don't know what is written there because you don't know how to read, and you will just now sign the same kind sign. For you, as long as the sign not concern your bank, so I don't think you think that my money no go miss. You will just sign. You will just sign there because you don't know how to read, because you don't want to learn. You feel like it's not important, or you feel like my head will not carry it. Have you tried yourself out? Have you given yourself that benefit of doubt, you know, to say my head no carry am, so I don't try, so I gave up? You will just sign anything. That sometimes I've heard a lot and lots of stories whereby, especially when it comes to the hospital, it's just something that you will go there because anything that concerns it alone, now sign. You go sign, like say they're always fond of sign this, sign that, and you just sign the wrong paper. Nothing that is the wrong paper, simply because you cannot even understand one line of what is written. Why you have to sign? What am I signing for? It's very, very important. It is for your own good, and you're doing it for yourself, because it's gonna make life very easy for you. It's gonna make things work out for you. Because trust me, if you're looking for a job and you know how to speak, and the other one is looking for a job, he doesn't know how to speak, they will not even say, okay, let me select, make I think. Now who know how to speak, now they will take. Why the other one, you don't know how to speak, so they'll tell me this spiach. That's what they're going to tell you. Like the hospital, someone that knows how to read and write will never make mistake at all. Even if you don't know how to write perfectly, you know how to read a little bit more, just a tiny bit. You will never make that kind of silly mistake. They'll just give you a sign here, Kwasoto. You will just sign. You won't make that mistake. It's going to be very difficult for you to make a mistake like that, because you know what you're signing. I can read and understand a little bit of what is written here, the content, so I know why I'm just putting my signature there. Because the moment you don't sign, some people will sign some kind letter, say they're not going to sign an operation letter. They will not say they sign and they'll give them a peniativa. When the time reach for them to go hospital, you know, they go reach there for they'll begin to prepare them for theater, before they're going to say, what did they happen? What is happening here? You don't know the time they sign paper, say that paper, what did they write, put quello giorno qua, facciamo questa operazione. You know, you don't know that. You can't be, hey, you can't be something of which kind of thing this one, Italo one chemo, this one, that one, how come I not tell them say the sickle? You didn't tell them, or maybe you told them, but you didn't expect operation. That is because the people that they gave you explain everything there, but you were not able to like know what is written there, what the paper contains, and you just sign it, and at the end of the day you are saying, hey, Italo are very, very wicked though. They nearly want to draw my blood finish, they want to cut my liver, and I not tell them. These are things that are happening every time. I've heard so much about it. Now you sign paper. Now you don't turn around to say Italo want, they want to operate me, they don't tell me. People that you signed, what was written there? Even if you didn't know how to read it, do you even bother to give it to someone that knows how to read, to say, sister, I beg, get me read the right for you, make I understand? Did you even bother? To you, as long as it's not something that concerns your money, it's very okay. I go sign and I'll be paper, sign and come for that. So, like I said before, the purpose of this video, like, integration is very, very important. We have to learn to open our hearts to embrace everything about this country, because we love the country so much. The 24 hours light, you know, the 2-4 hours internet and so on and so forth, but still we don't want to embrace the language, we don't want to embrace their culture, we don't want to embrace nothing. It's just the money. It's all about, we don't even want to embrace the people, because Italo, these white men, they can be very, very dangerous. So it is better. Sometimes some of us will end up going to the hospital. We have an appointment with a friend or with our husband, with anybody close to us. At the end of the day, you will see that, you know, it's another thing. They want to operate you. They want to give you some kind of drugs. They want to give you some kind of drip, and you'll be like, I'm not telling you say the sickle, I'm fine. No, you know, it will become something. It will become a shock for you. That wasn't what you were expecting, but it was written there and you signed. And at the end of the day, we'll go and be giving testimony for church. If not be God that stand for me, or say I carry person follow body, it'll be want to remove my kidney, they want do me operation. But the paper that you signed, did you even bother to ask person, help me read that? Don't get wrong, Italian language is kind of very difficult, because sometimes the way they speak not be so you the right time. I see they make mistakes sometimes. Some kind of they go write, give me. I go read and tell them, I beg, translate. I read them, so you tell me what I read. So it's like that. It can be very, very confusing. That's because I want to understand. That is because I don't feel learn and finish. That is just the truth. But being careful, like, get to know what you're signing. Take someone along if you're going to the hospital. It is something very important and you want to know. Someone that can translate for you, someone that can still help you feel read 2 or 3 lines and understand to be able to explain to you. It is very, very important. We embrace this Western world with all our heart, our life. But when it comes to the culture, when it comes to the food, when it comes to their law, when it comes to anything that is like, we don't want to do, we don't want to know. That is why a lot of us are living the kind of life that, oh no, I expected more. Of course you expected more, but you do more and you expect more, you get more. Not do less and expect more and you want to receive more. You learn to be, open in everything, learn everything, know how to speak the language, how to read a little bit, not be to go to university, just something to help you know what is written on the paper. Do some kind of special courses. At the end of the day, you'll be able to get a good job. Do some courses that will make you get promotion as well. We are too comfortable in one spot. I don't know. We are just too comfortable with that place when I just did. So we feel that it is the best. I'm just like, and that best that you think you have, trust me, it is nothing compared to if you add a little bit of effort. Guys, don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment section. I would definitely want to hear from you guys. Let's just continue the conversation in the comment section. So I will bring up videos like this because, yeah, I feel lost. That's just the truth. The purpose of this channel in the beginning from Facebook, it was just like this. And for a very long time, almost 1 year now, I stopped. I don't know. Now that I don't do my fashion anymore here, I still do my shower routine, but in a very moderate way, in a very, like, using my common sense as well. Not this kind of, no, it doesn't really worth it. So I really want something that, even if I'm one person only, I'm happy. See you all in my next video. Thank you so much for sticking around. And do not forget to subscribe if you like this video and share it. And yeah, see you all in my next video. Bye.